There is a moment most people never notice. A moment so quiet it leaves no memory. Nothing dramatic happens. No argument, no betrayal, no confrontation. Just a shift. A pause that lasts half a second longer than usual. A look that doesn't soften the way it used to. A tone that becomes slightly different. That is the moment people stop respecting you. Not because you did something wrong, but because they saw something they were never meant to see. Your weakness. Not shouted, not confessed loudly, just revealed. And from that moment on, the world begins to treat you differently. Today, you will understand why. And once you do, you will never expose yourself the same way again. Weakness does not invite mercy. People like to believe they live in a moral world, a world where honesty is rewarded, where vulnerability creates connection, where kindness is met with kindness. That belief is comforting and completely false. Human beings are not guided by morality first. They are guided by instinct. Instinct asks only one question. Is this person a threat or an opportunity? Strength answers that question immediately. Weakness leaves room for interpretation, and interpretation is dangerous. When people sense weakness, they don't attack right away. They recalculate. They begin measuring distance, pressure, control. They test. A joke that goes a little further, a request that assumes compliance, a boundary crossed casually. If nothing happens, they go further. This is not cruelty, it is nature. Machiavelli saw this clearly. He wrote, "Men offend sooner one who makes himself loved than one who makes himself feared." Not because fear is noble, but because fear introduces consequences. Weakness removes them. The dangerous advice you were given. You were told to be open, to share how you feel, to talk through your struggles, to let people see the real you. That advice came from safe rooms, from people who never had power taken from them, from environments without competition, from relationships without leverage. But power does not live there. Power lives where interests collide, resources are limited, respect determines position. In those environments, information is currency, and emotional information is the most valuable kind. Every insecurity you share becomes a reference point. Every fear becomes a pressure lever. Every doubt becomes a future weakness. Not today, later, when it's useful. Machiavelli warned against this mistake. He who exposes himself without restraint gives others the means to destroy him. Most people don't realize they are handing out blueprints. How people use what you reveal. People rarely use your weakness immediately. They store it, quietly. You say, "I've been under a lot of stress." Later, deadlines get tighter. You say, "I'm not good at confrontation." Later, your boundaries are tested. You say, "I don't want to disappoint anyone." Later, expectations increase. Nothing feels hostile. That's the point. The most effective control never feels aggressive. It feels reasonable. And when you finally resist, people act surprised. You're different. You used to be easier. What happened to you? What happened is simple. You stopped leaking power. Why strong people are quiet. Observe the people who are rarely challenged. They are not the loudest, not the most emotional, not the most expressive. They are controlled. They don't explain pain publicly. They don't vent upward. They don't display uncertainty where it can be used. This does not mean they feel nothing. It means they understand perception. Pain shown publicly becomes permission. Permission to doubt you. Permission to pressure you. Permission to move closer. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Appear solid. Handle the rest privately. Power is belief, not truth. Power is not honesty. Power is belief. If people believe you are stable, they treat you as stable. If people believe you are unshaken, they hesitate before challenging you. Even when internally you are rebuilding, you are tired, you are uncertain. This is not deception. This is discipline. Behind closed doors, you think, you plan, you recover. In public, you are composed, because people attack cracks, and cracks only matter if they are visible. The one exception. There is one time weakness can be shown, when you control it. Strategic weakness is not honesty, it is positioning. You reveal something small to hide something critical. You show humility to disguise leverage. You appear cooperative to lower defenses. But you never reveal your true fear, your breaking point, your real limits. Machiavelli mastered this. He appeared modest while consolidating power. Weakness is only useful when it misdirects. Rules you must follow. Remember these rules. Never vent to those above you. Never explain emotional decisions. Never reveal long-term fear. Never confess weakness in conflict. Never seek comfort from competitors. Strong people don't justify, they enforce. Closing, the cliffhanger. You now understand something most people never will. Weakness is not punished immediately. It is remembered and used when timing favors the other side. In Part 2, you will learn how to appear unbreakable, how to absorb pressure without reaction, how to remove leverage others have over you, how to become psychologically untouchable. Because hiding weakness is only the beginning. Knowing what to replace it with is where real power starts. Once your weakness is seen, something irreversible happens. People do not forget it. They do not forgive it. They do not neutralize it. They file it away. Human beings are collectors of leverage. They store information the way predators store energy, waiting for the moment it becomes useful. They smile. They continue talking. They act normal. But the balance has shifted. You may not feel it immediately, but you will feel it eventually. Because weakness, once revealed, is never unused. Weakness becomes a map. When someone knows your weakness, they no longer guess. They navigate. Your fear becomes a direction. Your hesitation becomes a timing signal. Your guilt becomes a door. This is how control works, not through force, through familiarity. People begin predicting you. They know what makes you uncomfortable, what you avoid, where you hesitate, and predictability is the opposite of power. Machiavelli understood this deeply. The nature of men is such that they will desire to know everything and use what they know. Once someone can map your reactions, they can move you without touching you. The quiet punishment. The world rarely punishes weakness loudly. It punishes it quietly. You stop being consulted, stop being invited, stop being trusted with weight. Opportunities don't disappear suddenly, they thin out. Respect doesn't collapse, it fades. You are still present, but less central, still included, but less valued, still heard, but less followed. This is the silent tax of exposure. No one announces it, no one explains it. They simply adjust around you. Why explanations make it worse? When people sense distance, most make a fatal mistake. They explain. They clarify intentions. They justify emotions. They reveal even more. This is desperation disguised as honesty. Explanations do not restore respect. They confirm doubt. When you explain yourself emotionally, you say, "I need you to understand me." And power never belongs to the one who needs understanding. Machiavelli warned, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand." They don't listen to explanations. They observe posture, tone, composure. Calm commands more authority than clarity ever will. How to remove leverage. To become untouchable, you must do one thing: remove leverage. Leverage exists only when you react emotionally, you seek validation, you need approval, you fear loss. When none of these exist, control collapses. You don't argue, you don't defend, you don't explain. You respond slowly, you choose silence, you allow discomfort to exist. Most people cannot handle emotional vacuum. They fill it. They reveal themselves, and in that space, power returns to you. Becoming psychologically heavy. There is a quality powerful people share: weight. Not physical, psychological. When they enter a room, the atmosphere changes. They don't rush. They don't overreact. They don't chase response. They speak less, pause more, move deliberately. This creates gravity. People begin adjusting to them. Machiavelli wrote, "He who is firm in himself does not need to control others." When your internal state is unmovable, external forces lose influence. What to do when you are actually weak? There will be times you are weak, tired, uncertain, recovering. This is not failure, but it must remain private. Strong people don't deny weakness. They contain it. They heal quietly, rebuild silently, return composed. Public weakness creates narratives. private recovery creates dominance. Never confuse honesty with exposure. The final shift. At some point, something changes. People stop testing you, stop pushing, stop probing. Not because you became aggressive, but because you became unreadable. They no longer know what affects you, what bothers you, where the line is. So, they respect it. Power does not require explanation. It requires uncertainty. Closing. The untouchable state. You now understand the full rule. Weakness invites mapping. Mapping invites control. Control destroys freedom. But containment creates mystery. Mystery creates hesitation. Hesitation creates power. Machiavelli said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." You have a choice now. Remain open in a world that calculates, or become quiet in a world that listens. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. My strength is private. My presence is power.